Hello, this is Kefarox and
Smefarox.
with a review, or not review, a commentary on our first episode of Brett's Forest.
Yep.
Right now, we're walking on the train tracks. There's all of us in a team shot. I hate how I narrate this right in the beginning. I couldn't think of anything, so I was sort of panicking. So that's why it didn't come out that great. So I'll probably redo it. Maybe. Yeah, probably.
Yeah, and I hate how we can't hear the other people speaking.
Because the camera doesn't have the greatest thing in the world. Speaking of the camera, it's not going to be... These aren't HD because Windows Movie Maker isn't HD and the Flip is, but this isn't, so yeah. It's going to downgrade it. Alright, so you got a green background to represent the forest.
Oh, okay.
You're still part of this, come on. And then Brett dodged a little thing.
He keeps looking back.
I don't know. And so David finds sort of a...
Cubby hole.
where we sort of go sometimes. Then we see Danny. Then we're actually running from some actual dogs.
Oh, really?
You know that. Don't be like that. You know that we're actually running from actual dogs. We actually heard them.
Oh, and if you haven't seen the actual Brett's Forest, then I'd recommend you do that because no one really knows what's happening right now.
Unless you watched it. And so, kind of explain who these people are in a second.
After we run up a tree.
Also, to explain, I have updated my intro, so I hope you guys like that one better.
And zooming in on nothing.
Yeah, and so I zoom back out. You see Julia, and then here's Danny. I give their info, which isn't the greatest in the world because I had to think it right off the top of my head. I'm thinking we might actually redo this episode. What do you say?
I don't know. We gotta talk to the rest of the team. Oh, there's me.
Yeah. And so, see Danny, well, sort of, climb the tree, and then we kind of see David. Yeah, I don't climb the trees, so, because I don't want to drop the camera.
Yeah, and then zoom in on him.
Yeah, there's so many mosquitoes up there. Here's a little spoiler, I guess. There is, a little Nerf box up there. The Nerf ammo box, which holds, our supplies. Not in the series, but just for fun.
Yeah, water. Oh, and there's Brett. You couldn't find him at first, could you?
No. Well, I knew where he was, but couldn't really tell.
Okay.
So, yeah, they're getting down the tree because... Okay, so we see Brett.
And we start walking.
Yes, aimlessly. I'm not exactly sure where we're going. So, yeah.
And, yep.
So we see David. And then we find this patch of leaves that we actually never saw before.
Yeah, so we're just looking at it, just wondering why never we saw that.
I think it's pretty nice.
If only you could walk through it.
Yeah, it's pretty deep.
And thorny.
See Brett?
And we black out.
For a couple seconds. And then we're back. And then we find this metal thing.
For the train tracks.
It's got a spider. Brett,
yeah, he screams.
Yes.
And there's me. And we're walking.
And we're walking. Yep. We're going farther back into the forest. Away from the entrance. And then Julia finds something.
I found this really long piece of metal strip.
Oh, yeah.
And...
Wasn't this all the way at the end?
Yeah, and then...
All at the end?
I believe so.
I'm gonna start running, because we hear these people, actual people. Real people.
We really don't want to get caught. So we just stopped for a minute and we...
Oh, this is not all the way back there. The tree. It feels like we're missing a piece.
Well, we find water.
And so I drink it, and we'll... Okay, we keep going, and we kind of stop to get a drink. Yeah, Julia's drinking. David actually chucks the rest.
And we asked to give Brett some, but...
David's like, no, he doesn't eat any, so... Brett's halfway up the tree. Yeah.
Looking at our secret ammo box.
Yeah, which, by the way, that was up there when we first went in there. Well, we put that up there, like, when we used to, like, mess around in the forest. Hopefully they'll be with us next time when we do another commentary. So, we're kind of gathered around and talking, trying to pull this vine to make some sort of weird slingshot, which wasn't really my idea.
Well, Danny is, the weapon specialist. He thought he could do it. Apparently, David had to pull it.
Yeah. Or I don't even think he could.
No, he did. And no.
Told you.
Almost there. And then Danny gets one.
Easily. And so Brett's just standing around.
And we continue to walk.
Well, you guys continue to walk. Watch. And so me and Brett turn around, right?
Mm-hmm.
We go our own way. We're kind of by the tree.
To tell you the truth, I never really watched this part of the...
You didn't know what we were doing?
No.
Oh, well, now you get to see. So he's talking about how we were going to make this place our home, because we're on the run, fugitives. Well, for this, at least. We're not actual fugitives. And I suggest going back.
Blankly.
I suggest going back, and so we do. Pause this for a second. And we end up going. I'm going to find you guys.
And so you start walking.
Yeah, I haven't. Yeah. We did film the second one already. But it didn't come out the best, so we're going to refilm it. And I got a different idea for it, so changed. Yeah, all of a sudden pause. So we hear something. We start running. Brett trips over.
For real.
Yeah, and then I call for help. And then you guys... I pick him up, and then we keep going.
So you actually heard something?
Yeah. And so you guys are like, actual people are coming. So you see David right back there, and then we go into a run. And that is the end of Brett's Forest Episode 1.
So we hope you enjoyed it, and hopefully you'll stick around for part 2.
And the rest of the series. Hopefully pretty good. I'm thinking 5-10 episodes a series. I don't know if we'll be making any, like, the winter time. But I don't know, maybe a Christmas special or something. So look out for something like that. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Kefarox and Smefarox out.